This is Arun Arora of SDK and DAB Senior Secondary Public School, Mansa. Today we will discuss Lost Spring, the second chapter of the book Flamingo, written by Anish Jung. Anish Jung in this lesson has tried to highlight the plight of, the condition of lives of poor people and the children who are exploited either by their uneducated and poor helpless parents and the society who employ them as child laborers. The spring of the life, it refers to happiness. Lost spring means they have lost their happiness, they have lost their prime time. Now, two accounts we have in this chapter. The one account is the people living in the slums of Simapuri, which is situated on the outskirts of Delhi, the national capital. Simapuri, where the houses are hut-like mud houses, they are covered by tarpaulin and tin roofed. There is no provision of sanitation or running water or drinking water, no proper disposal of sewage. They are compelled to live in these conditions in the slums. Although they are living in the national capital, but they are leading a very miserable life. They have ration cards, but they can only buy grains. It is for the vote bank by the politicians. But they are leading a very poor life. Both children and the elders, they are rag pickers. So this is the story of rag picking people. Garbage hold different meanings to them. Because for elders, garbage is their means of survival. If they will get something from the garbage, they will get their food. And for the children, it is something wrapped in wonder. It has different meaning for the children. Children, they have no education, they do not go to their schools, they cannot fulfill their dream, and also they are not wearing any sort of shoes. They are rag pickers moving in the local areas barefooted. You can see from these pictures the plight of these children, from this picture especially. One character in this account is Sahib-e-Alam. Although his name is Sahib-e-Alam, Alam means world, Sahib means Lord, Lord of the universe. But you know, that boy, he is a rag picker. He does not know the meaning of his name. It is the biggest irony of the lesson. If he knows the meaning of his name, he will not believe. So he is a rag picker. He is 10 years old. He has a dream to go to school. He wears tennis shoes. He gets those shoes as the discarded shoes by some rich boy. And later on, he starts working in a tea stall. He is paid 800 rupees as salary, but he is not happy because he is not the master of his own. He has lost his freedom. He is unhappy, and the container which he is carrying in his hand seems to be much heavier than the rag picking bag which he used to carry so lightly on his shoulders. You can view from this picture. Now, second account. In this chapter we have two accounts. The second account is the poor people working in the glass bangle industry in Firozabad. Firozabad, which is a hub for bangle making. All the bangles are made in Firozabad. As far as their working place is concerned, small huts, dark, no proper light, no proper air, no very poor ventilation, high temperature, full of smoke, and they live in hut-like houses, very small houses. Their streets are full of garbage, stinking, foul-smelling, and houses are with broken walls, disintegrating walls. The doors are unstable, unsteady, no windows, very narrow streets they live in, and also the houses are overcrowded with humans and animals. Thousands of people and 20,000, approximately 20,000 children work in this glass Bengal industry. They do not know that it is illegal to get the children working there in the factories, and if the law is imposed, then these 20,000 children can be let out from those conditions. And sometimes what happens is the dust of the polishing glass Bengals, it may enter their eyes and they may lose their eyesight also. You can see the children working in the glass Bengal industry. Their economic condition is very poor. They are exploited by the Shahukars, the rich people, the middlemen, politicians, police people, and bureaucrats. All these, they exploit them for their profit. Workers are not allowed to form groups. They are not allowed to work in the cooperatives. And if they try to do so, they are beaten. False charges are leveled against them, and they are dragged to jail for doing something illegal. So they suffer from loss of vision, skin burns, bronchitis, physical and mental weakness, and genetic problems due to exposure to the chemicals in the glass Bengal industry. And here is a boy. In this account we see a boy whose name is Mukesh. He is among those 20,000 children working in the glass Bengal industry. But he is a different boy. He is daring. He is adventurous. He wants to learn to drive a car. He wants to become a motor mechanic. And he is even determined for this. He wants, and he expresses his desire to the author. And he is ready to travel a long way to learn to drive to car and to learn the mechanics also. So we come to know these two accounts. The one is rag picking people in Simapuri in Delhi, and in Firozabad the people working in the glass Bengal industry. Thank you very much. Thank you.